Hello and welcome to episode 10 of the Clutch Report. It has been a long time, my friend Karak. It's good to see you, and I'm glad we're back on this big weekend. I see you've brought your friends from the Toon Army along.
Welcome to the pod, Ashish, aka Jordy. A little bit about Ashish. I'm actually going to call him Jordy from now on because I always have called him Jordy because he's a massive Newcastle fan. Known him for 12 years now. He's been a college buddy of mine. And thanks to him, I was obviously watching football, but the way, and in college, we just kept speaking football, football, football throughout. Even now, even till date, we only talk football. And he's such a good friend of mine. And I'm so happy to have you here, Jordy.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Also, before we go on, I know you guys have a beautiful background at the back, Shiv with his United flag and Jordy with his Newcastle stuff. Unfortunately, my maid thought this was a t-shirt, so she washed mine. So I'm sorry, guys.
Karak, ever since it's fallen, has Liverpool's title hopes also fallen a little bit?
uh, I'm moving on, moving on.
Well,
No,
lay up for me, baby.
yeah, man, I think I gave it to you. Beautiful alley-oop for you. But nevertheless, Johnny, welcome to the pod. And I'm going to go straight into it. I see that you've obviously been working closely with the grassroots in football, especially with the community league. If you
Yeah.
can just shed some light on the work you've been doing and also what the hell is going on with Indian football.
Yeah, so Karak, I think early days when we started, even you interned with us when we did the PSL. So we've rebranded that and we're doing something called the Community League right now, which is basically grassroots football. So we do under 8s through under 19s, all age categories. And at least my main motive with this is to give kids as many games as possible. So you'd know this, like in a calendar year, you need to keep playing, like to have that match fitness, sharpness, stuff like that. And I think that's what's lacking massively right now. Uh, when you watch India's games, I think in spells we are good most of the time, but we won't last games. Like I've never seen us play well after like the 75th minute or anything. So I think issues like endurance and nutrition and stuff. So to tackle that, I think it's a good place to start with grassroots, but a long way to go. I think building an ecosystem where, say, parents come to watch the games, and like kids don't play week in week. When we were kids, we never played week in week out. Like not competitive games, at least, right? You would play with your friends, probably a knockout tournament over the weekends. So what we are aiming to do is just build a league, right, where these kids play consistently competitive games week in week out. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
And that is awesome. Also, obviously, you've been in this space for like 11, 12 years now. Is there, just a cliched question here, but is there a Messi or a Ronaldo coming in the future somewhere there? Or can I say a Mo Salah coming in somewhere there?
Yeah, be very honest, right? I see a lot of good talent, like so much good talent, but they don't go on. They don't continue after a certain point, because there's no money in this. There's no the system is set up to fail. So I most of them quit. So hopefully that
That's,
changes because there's genuinely a lot of talent.
I mean, that's so sad to hear. I mean, but what do you think are the few things we as a country or as people, as I don't know, the government, whoever is in charge can do? Just a few basic things that would also get us to a better level right now.
I think I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this, but obviously when it comes to sport, there's a lot of corruption, and I don't think that's that easy to solve. So something easier would be, say, like I said, play week in week out to start with, and have schools basically promote sport as an equal to studies and stuff, which isn't happening. And even parents, like I've seen a lot of parents right now, at least, who are very supportive of their kids' sports passion and whatever. We have a lot of parents coming and watching games and supporting their kids. I think that has to happen at a larger scale. And again, nutrition so important, and that's it. Like just let these kids play, man. And one more small observation from my side is coaches, right? And they're like so driven about like the system, and they're that you have to win, you have to play a certain way. Just let kids play. Let, let them have fun. That's all. That's all that matters initially. Like you don't
Yeah.
drill tactics into their brains at like 8, 10, 12
Hmm.
years old. Let them play, let them have fun, and then we'll see.
Hmm. Yeah.
I think I'm going to blame Pep Guardiola anyway. Because Because all of that tiki-taka nonsense.
Or
And
scenes.
yeah, pretty insightful, George. And also, just with respect to just the community league, when's the next big tournament? Obviously, I saw an under 18 tournament
Yeah.
where I think
So
the BFC lads finished runners up, and I saw a very good speech from Nishad. I've actually played with him, and it was
yeah,
good to see him. Good to see him on the coach's side, where he
yeah,
had a very good motivating speech where he mentioned that you're going out there to have fun,
hmm
screw the results.
yeah,
It's about having a good time and having fun, and you guys weren't having fun. So
yeah,
also with respect to that, do you see the next gen coaches coming in, just like a Nishad coming in and making a difference in the coaching ecosystem?
yeah. Like Nishad is a very good example, and that speech was very refreshing, to be honest. Like it's not about wins; it's a process. So yeah, like I've known Nishad since he was a little boy, so I'm very proud to see what he's doing right now. And yeah, I think younger coaches are getting it more and more. They're not as regressive as the older ones, and just like within their system and within their beliefs and stuff. And like when you let these kids express themselves, I think you can see their real talent.
Wow, that's interesting. And Jordy, now let's move on to why have I been calling you Jordy? Just want to
Um,
understand, obviously, like, growing up, obviously, my brother was a United fan, and, and obviously, like, there was United, there was Chelsea, there was Arsenal, obviously, there was Liverpool too. And so, how did Newcastle start? And I just want to know because, it's obviously, you've been a massive, massive fan. Also, you went to Newcastle recently again to watch them play.
right. Yeah.
So we just like to understand your story because it's going to be great to listen to that.
So honestly, even I didn't escape that trap, right? And like initially, all my friends would support either Man United or Arsenal. Not many Liverpool fans, but yeah, Man United Arsenal I think was a massive rivalry when I started watching around 2004ish. And even I experimented. Like I was watching these games, I was like, oh, okay, United, okay, Liverpool. And then I was watching Man United Newcastle game, and I think this was 2007 if I'm not wrong. And Milner scored a 25-yard goal, and the crowd went nuts. The crowd went absolutely nuts, and I'm like, you know what, this is the team for me. And since then, there's been no looking back. Like what
Wow.
two relegations, like dude, terror, like absolutely horrible. The first one hit me hard, but the second one I was like, yeah, I expected. But yeah, like it's worth it. Like right now where we are, I'm happy.
Yeah. I mean, Newcastle's, I mean, their rise over the last few years, especially with Eddie Howe, has been phenomenal. You've come all the way to 11th place, right behind Manchester United this season. Sorry, I had to throw that in there with all the doom and gloom around our club. Jokes
Yeah,
apart, I
man.
mean, Newcastle's journey has been pretty crazy. What have you made of
Yeah.
them this season so far?
This season, honestly, I think we've been playing well, but not getting the right result. I think initially we struggled to score a few goals, and we've been playing really well, but not able to finish off teams. I think that's getting better, and I think we'll end up having a pretty decent season. As we've had a few injuries, like Vissa obviously going away on international duty and getting injured. That is like I don't get the point of these international breaks, honestly. Like there's so many games. These players are playing so many games.
Yeah, it's all for that World Cup next year. But I
Yeah,
mean, do you feel like you guys will struggle a little bit more this year because you got an intense Champions League season also? I know
right.
you all played decently well against Barcelona, but didn't get the result. And even playing without Isak, I know Voldemort is sort of settled in. But do you have any concerns, and what are they if you do have it?
I think just maintaining that consistency and avoiding injuries mainly because playing so many games, I think avoiding injuries is the major issue. I think the last Champions League campaign we had, that was the main concern. A lot of injuries and our season fizzled out kind of. But I think we have decent depth this time, and let's see what happens. And I'm pretty optimistic about the season because we've been playing really well again. But yeah, just need to get results on our side right now.
I'm gonna go jump in.
No.
I'm gonna jump into the question of the hour. Alexander Isak. We've
Um,
had this conversation multiple times.
yeah.
Is he
All
staying? Is
summer.
he leaving?
All summer.
All summer. And then, what do you make of that transfer? Obviously Isak. I would call him. Before the entire saga started, I thought, he'd write himself up to being a Newcastle legend if he played a couple of more seasons. But then
Yeah.
what do you make of Isak moving to Liverpool and just the whole saga in general? Like, do you think his legacy obviously is tarnished, but then just his personality, do you think that that's taken a beating?
Yeah, definitely, man. I think most of the fans aren't angry that he left. It's the way he did it. We brought him to the Premier League when he had on the back of what, an 8 goal season, if I'm not wrong, and paying that kind of money for just his potential. And I firmly believe that he became the player he is because of Eddie Howe. And our team as a whole was set up to create goals for him. Like everyone, like Murphy off the right and Gordon off the left, everyone playing for Isaac to score. And I think that's the major difference between Liverpool and Newcastle right now, because Liverpool have these other stars, so they're not centric, Isaac centric, and they're not like laying it on a plate for him like how Murphy would or Gordon would. I think, yeah, that's his issue with Liverpool right now. But yeah, coming back to Newcastle, yeah, the way he went about it is like, I think as a neutral, Shiv would agree with me. And even as a Liverpool fan, I'm pretty sure you would agree with me, right?
Yeah, I think both him and Visa basically
Yeah,
essentially
yeah,
did the same
yeah,
thing with both clubs. I mean,
yeah,
you got him at the end of it, so
yeah.
um, yeah. I mean, it's gotten a bit ugly with the way how much power players have now.
Right.
But he got the move, and he hasn't gotten off to a flying start. Still hasn't scored, right, Karak?
Not yet.
He's got a juicy assist against Chelsea, which I don't know if he meant it. It just again went to Gakpo. And as usual, Liverpool fans on Twitter are flying saying, "Oh, what an assist!" I was like, "Bro, shut up!" It's so obvious
Yeah.
he wanted to take a
I mean,
touch.
he struggled over the international break, right? He missed 2 sitters, and Sweden are more or less out.
Yeah, but then I think that's also got to do with the manager because Elanga also had like
Right.
an outburst saying, "I
Right.
don't want to play this anymore. Like I don't want to. Can we just change the tactics, right?"
Yeah.
But again, coming back to Isak, I think you're right. I think the way he went about with just trying to push himself out of the door and not even come in for training and not even like even show himself for preseason just says a lot about him. But also, we never know what has happened behind the doors, right? Because that's the only problem where obviously you have Fabrizio who's bloody posting about everything else, but except
Yeah.
the behind the doors part, which is
Yeah.
so beautiful about football, right? If that opens up, then the whole point of like transfer season, the mystery or the thrill of transfer season gets a little
Right.
annoying, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but so in that way, like there are obviously two sides to a story, but then once like as a football fan, as a player, you'd obviously want to do it the right way. And obviously look at Gahey, for example. I think he set a great example of how to be a leader for Crystal Palace, even when he was practically signed for Liverpool, and then they said, no, listen, he has to be with us. He didn't say like, listen, I'm not going to play for you. He put that armband on, and he's like, listen, I'm gonna play, and the next game was against Liverpool, and he beat us. So that was the weird part. But but yeah, nevertheless, I think Isak to Liverpool, I'm happy. I don't know if you'll be happy with the money paid for sure, but
No, like
hopefully,
initially I was obviously angry and I'm like, oh, I hope he does his ACL and all that. But that was just anger at that time. But I mean, I mean, yeah, like right now I don't care, like honestly, because Walter banging them in. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with where we are right now. We've got the money
Yeah,
and we've got a good player on our hands.
yeah. I wanted to talk to you about Voltemata. I mean, like I feel like from what I've seen, he's got. I mean, of course, got that height. He's a presence in the box. But what have you made of his season so far?
Dude, he's so good to watch, honestly, right? Like a man of his size moving the way he does is just so good to watch. Reminds me a little of Berbatov also. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun to watch him play. He drops deep, and he's not the exact type of striker, like getting in the box and finishing off. But he's done well so far. For
Yeah.
kid to move into a new league, a physical league like this, I'm satisfied.
And there's one thing about him that I really appreciate. I don't know if it was in the last game week or maybe one before that. I think there was a chance in the box and somebody brought him down or like almost brought him down, but he didn't really go down. He could have gone down and got the
Right,
penalty out
right,
of it. And then they spoke to him in the post match about it, and he's like, "That's just not the way I play football," which is so
right.
refreshing in a time where everybody goes down so easily to get the
Right.
penalty. To see an honest footballer is like, wow, I've never seen anyone talk like this.
Yeah, that's
But
not too common. Yeah.
there's also another interesting insight about Walter Mare, like which I was also very pleased to listen to him speak. Or when he got interviewed by a German news reporter, he said that, listen, I'm going to be staying with four of my friends from Germany, and that was
Right.
also
Yeah.
very nice to see that. Like he's like, I'm in
I don't
England.
have a
I need
girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend, so I'm gonna live with a friend of mine. And he's actually got his friend to Newcastle and he's living with him. So it's so refreshing to see characters like this in the Premier League. Obviously, a good character like this.
Yeah.
And it's just very good for the sport also. And also with Newcastle and that stadium and those fans. Like
Yeah.
obviously, Jordy, which game did you go for 2 weeks back? If I don't
So I
remember.
went to watch the Arsenal game, and so I went with two United fans actually, and it was their first time at St James's. And to them, I'm to Kadak, you know them like Tushar and Sanand, right? And them minds were blown. They're like, dude, this is the best atmosphere I've ever experienced.
Wow.
So even though
Wow.
the result didn't go our way, like I'm glad my friends had fun. Like I was fuming at the end of the game. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
There is this snippet, like, if you go on Hotstar and watch the highlights,
yeah.
and then when Arsenal scored, if you zoom in, Jordy is sitting like this. I'm gonna, I'm gonna plug it in.
Um,
It is hilarious. Like, I don't know how you can spot that. I could just spot Jordy, and Jordy's like this.
yeah, man.
We'll get pixelated Jordy and screenshots on the pod now.
Like it's just so typical, dude. So typical. We like play well and just like I'm so sick of watching games like that. But yeah, the whole game was fun till probably the 84th minute, and then it was all downhill from there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
cannot believe you guys lost in the last 10 minutes of the game. 2-1. It's irritating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You did it to these guys also, Mr. Garak.
Oh, we've gotten smacked twice. We've gotten smacked against Crystal Palace in the last minute, against
Yeah.
Chelsea in the last second.
Yeah. So what's happening
So,
there, Kadak? What's happening with your season suddenly?
um, see, okay, let me put this straight. Okay, we are 15 points, 7 games. Last year we were 14 points, 7 games. We played well last season when we got to 14 points. This season we haven't played that well, but attacking wise, if you watched all our games, we are creating those chances. It's not like
Yeah.
we are playing brain dead football. It's just that, firstly, our left back, Kirkez, he's used to overlapping, which he's not doing anymore. We're potentially playing him like a left center mid whenever we have the ball in position, which doesn't make sense to me. And then you have Connor Bradley, who's been awful so far, but he's been doing really well for Northern Ireland. So hopefully he comes back into form. And then you have Frimpong, who just fucking runs. You need to use him. You haven't bought him to play right wing, you bought him to play right back. And then we can talk about Mo Salah, who's been horrendous this season. Like, I've that Chelsea game, I almost threw my phone at the TV 8 times because he didn't know how to pass the fucking ball. And then you have Florian Wirtz, who's been a disappointment so far. I have a chat, like I've said this before. Like, there's a friend of mine who just says every Wirtz performance, 1 done, 2 done, 3 done, 4 done. Imagine he's 8 watching a beautiful Liverpool game, and I have been influenced by him, and I get annoyed whenever Wirtz loses the ball, and that's not me. I support my, but yeah, man, it's been tough, but I believe that Slaw will get the ship rolling. We'll make sure that everything is ready, because you know who we are playing next, right? We're playing
Yeah.
United,
Are we going to move into that? We're going to
101%.
Anfield. We're going to Liverpool, United. Both teams in some sort of crisis right now. Second place versus 10th place. But still, hey, we do turn up for this game sometimes. And if we go by what happened last year, this was one of the games that we did turn up for. So I feel like there's a lot of narratives around this game, starting with, of course, Idris Elba step aside, Hugh Jackman step aside. You've got a new 007 in the house, Mr. Florian Wirtz. Is he going? Is he going to get his first goal, his first assist? That is one narrative. Then we have Isak maybe getting his first goal. Amarim maybe getting back-to-back wins for the first time in the Premier League. Something is going to happen this weekend.
Yeah, it's a tasty
Shiv,
fixture, man.
it's Anfield. nothing is gonna
Right.
happen. We are it. So the also believe me, we haven't played in Anfield in like 9 days because we played all three games. We played Palace away, Galatasaray away, Chelsea away. I just think the boys just need the atmosphere behind them finally to get the ball rolling and get the season off. And Jordy, you'll understand this also. Like also, obviously, United have been going through a rut for a for a while now. But also, Jordy, even with Newcastle, when you play like these back-to-back away games and you don't have your results going your way, just that one sniff of St James Park, the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
players
Make,
just move. Players become very different, right?
yeah, just makes a massive difference, dude, honestly.
Yeah.
Coming back to United, actually, I watched them play too. I watched the game against Chelsea. And you know what? They weren't too bad, man. Like, I think they weren't too bad, but towards the end of the game, they completely fizzled out. Yeah, they weren't too bad.
Yeah.
They got the result, but I think seeing out games is might be a problem.
Yeah. It's just panic stations towards the end, in that moment where Casemiro gets a red, there's just panic everywhere and everyone's just trying to hold on to the result. But as a neutral, how do you see this game going?
I don't think it's as straightforward as Kadak makes it out to be, man. To be honest, I think Liverpool's defense has looked very shaky, and I don't know. I heard some rumors that Sesko's injured, so not sure about that.
I've not
But yeah,
seen that either.
yeah,
I'll wait for Ruben's press conference on that.
I think if he plays, he'll be a handful because I think he scored in the last couple of games. He will be a handful, but it'll be a tasty game, man.
Yeah. And I think Virgil's been on the dance floor recently doing thumkas, doing artsy dance and all that. So I think there is plenty of opportunity for Sesko to get a goal. What do you make of Virgil van Dijk's dance move, correct?
Yeah, what happened there, man?
Listen, I'll be very honest with you. I'm gonna clap because those reels have had me dead for like a
Yeah,
week.
dude, the memes have been on point. Yeah.
On bloody point. Like whenever see, imagine they've morphed him into Tamanna and he's doing that dance. I have I have lost my bearings. But also forget Virgil van Dijk. What the fuck is going wrong with Konate, man? He's been a shade of what he played last season, right? Like,
Dude, is his head in Madrid already? I'm not sure. Like,
I think his head is in Mbappe's fucking ass because he's talking about Mbappe every fucking time, man. Like, shut up. Play for Liverpool. Play for the bloody badge. It's
yeah.
so frustrating to see him. Like, he's coming out in like whenever he's in France, he's coming out. He's like, oh yeah, Mbappe always calls me and tells me about Madrid. I'm like, bro, shut up. Look at what you're doing in the pitch. It's just so frustrating, man. Like, and I love the guy, like I follow him on Instagram because he's such a likable character, but bro, he's just pissing me off, man. Like,
But I think bar Allison, your defense has been quite poor this season. Like,
I
quite
think even
shaky, I would say. Not poor, quite shaky.
I would also think Van Dijk has been great. Like, again, like, just good. If you look at all our goals, it's coming on the right hand side. Like
Right.
the right center back is the problem because even against Galatasaray, if you watch that game, Galatasaray could have scored 4.
Right.
Because Konate just kept doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. And he got subbed off. So, rightly so. Slot said he was injured, but no, he wasn't injured. He wanted to play Gravenberch at centre back. And he did the exact same thing against Chelsea too. He played Gravenberch again in centre back. So now, yeah, again, Konate, I think even Bradley has been poor again. But I think Robertson has been decent. I think that's why I think Slot is going back to that Robertson
Yeah.
thing back home. But also one more player who's been piss poor is McAllister. Like no one's talking about it, but what is he playing fucking kabaddi for that Sasado goal? Like I would call it ego pressing, and he does this a lot.
Yeah.
He's been doing this a lot, but this season it's like he's just drinking that. I think they put alcohol on his whatever drink you call it. When he comes into Liverpool, he has that drink where he puts some mate or something. He's 100% mixing tequila and coming in because he's out of his brain on the field, and it's everybody. Like if you watch that Chelsea game, what the fuck was he doing? Like he's in no man's land. Every 4 minutes he's in no man's land. But these are the things Slot has to fix, and I completely trust in him to fix. Like I believe that he's so data oriented and video analysis oriented that he will fix it because I feel like he did the exact same thing with Trent last season, where Trent's defending improved. But let's see. I'm just frustrated now. 3 wins on the trot, so
Yeah. I feel like the international break couldn't have come at a better time for you guys. Like
Yeah.
just 3 games in a row you lost, and now like the perfect game to get you back into some sort of form is like you get to play United at Anfield. I mean, I don't know. Like, even as a United fan, do you feel like it? I'm trying to wonder: is it a good time to play Liverpool? Is it a bad time because you guys are off the back of 3 losses? But I just know that with your atmosphere behind you, and with you all will have that energy again. It's gonna be a tough game. It's a tough game to call, just in
Yeah.
general. Like it could be. I can see it being a score draw. I can see it being a 0-0. KG. Both teams not trying to lose. It just could go in so many different directions.
You be happy with a draw, Shiv.
Oh, 100%. I'll snap your
Yeah.
hand for it, bro. Right now, give me a draw.
Uh, or it could be a 7-0 also, Shiv. Just saying, just putting it out
Yeah, see,
there.
that's what I'm worried about. See, even if we see, I never want to lose to Liverpool, but there is a way to lose. There's a bad way to lose, like a 7-0. I don't mind a close game towards the end, and if you play well and you lose 2-1 or something like that, okay, we'll still swallow that pill. But we lose a 7-0 and all again. I
Yeah.
mean, I think Ruben's career, although Ratcliffe had an interview over the international break, and he said that he's going to have 3 years. He's put full faith in him and all that. So it looks like the trust from the top is still there. Um, but yeah, the 7-0 or something like that happens, everything will start switching again. The fans will start revolting like it usually happens with us. 1 week we're up, 1 week we're down. So our club is just a little bit of a
No, you're spot on there, Shiv. But also, Shiv, what is your starting 11 for the game? Because, obviously you play that 2 in the middle, and I don't think he's ever going to start Kobe Mino. So is he going to play? Can Cass play now, or what's going to happen? Or is he like suspended?
No, Casemiro, I think, has to play. I think he has. I would play Casemiro and Ugarte because we need legs there in a game like this. I would push Bruno further up, but I know he won't do it. I think he'll play Casemiro and Bruno. I think if he does what he did in the first Arsenal game, where we let Arsenal have the ball quite a bit, they weren't really very productive with the ball, weren't really penetrating, and then we were able to play on the counter. If we do that, I see us having some sort of chance. If we go toe to toe, we are not going to match you guys. So I see us sitting back and playing in transition and playing on the counter. So I think again it'll be similar to that Arsenal lineup where we'll have Casemiro and Bruno in the middle. And Mount has come back, scored a good goal against Sunderland. He's a big fan of Mount. So I see Mount playing again 60 minutes. I think Cunha will not start. I think it'll be Mount, Mbuemo, and then Sheshko if he's fit. That is. And then I don't think Dalo will play again. I think Mazraoui maybe right wing back. And then Dogu comes back in because he can bomb up and down. And the back three stays the same. Euro, Delete, Luke Shaw.
What are your thoughts, Jordy?
Wait, one more thing. I have to talk about Sen Lemens, man. We have a goalkeeper.
Oh,
Finally. I mean, it's been only one game, but boy, it just felt. I'll tell you, in that Sunderland game, the biggest cheer, bigger than the goal scored, is when the man came out and claimed the ball. He claimed the cross, and the crowd went wild.
No, he
But
gave a pretty impressive debut, man, to be honest. Like, I didn't rate
yeah,
him. I think at the start of the season, I was telling my friends that, even he's a little shaky and stuff. But I'm happy for him. He had a good debut.
yeah, it's
Also,
it's
one.
still early days, but
Yeah,
it's an automatic upgrade, from what
yeah,
we had
100%.
Bayern and Onana. So
Yeah,
for
yeah.
us, this is like some relief.
Also, when I watched him play, also it felt like he was also very composed. And number two, I think he was very vocal throughout the game. He wasn't shy. He wasn't shy to like say, "Hey, listen, fall back. Hey,
Yeah,
listen," and that's very important, right? Like communication, and that was never there. Even with Onana, I don't think the defenders even understood what the fuck he was saying because
yeah.
he was
No,
just
they
carrying
stopped
some other.
listening to him. They didn't trust him only. So they just stopped listening to him. He used to bark orders all the time. But they used to look at him like, bro, you fix yourself, bro. Stop looking at us.
Bro, there was this time where Bruno had a free kick in the halfway line. Onana comes in and he's giving.
Giving him back.
Bro,
I
औकात
have
में
watched
रहो भाई.
Bruno's like, what is this man doing here?
Yeah, let him do all this in Turkey, bro.
No, he's actually doing pretty well in Turkey, huh?
I mean,
Yeah.
hot and cold, but yeah.
Hot and cold, but they
For
got a
his
good assist.
standards, yeah,
For
probably.
his standards, he's playing right wing sometimes, he's playing left wing sometimes. So I'm I'm happy for him. I'm very, very
Good
happy
for
for him.
him. Enjoy Trabzonspor over.
Yeah.
But moving on, George, just obviously 7 games in, who do you think will be the winners this year? Who do you think is going to win the Premier League?
Dude, I don't want to say it also, dude. Like, I I dread it, but maybe it's gonna be Arsenal's year.
Fuck's
I,
sake.
I swear I
Ah,
hope not. Like seriously, I hope not. And the other option is Liverpool. So
no. I'll take Arsenal over Liverpool, please.
take Man City above both of them. Honestly,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Man City on both of them, but I'll deal with
just
the
not
Arsenal
Arsenal,
fan.
man.
I can't have Liverpool over.
Yeah,
bro, I can't have Arsenal. I think I'll be off Twitter for 6 months.
dude. Like
Yeah,
it's just unbearable, isn't it? Just
and
unbearable. Yeah.
with Newcastle, what would you be happy with? Top four again, and at the Champions League, how far do you guys see yourself going?
Yeah, I think I'll be happy with top five again and probably quarterfinals of the Champions League. Maybe I think I'm not too upset with the draw. I think we have a decent chance. We just need to play well now. It's all in our hands. But that's what I'd be happy with. Like top five and a couple of decent cup runs.
Mhm. Yeah,
Like
you're
we obviously
defending
won't reach
Carabao
top.
Cup champions
Yeah.
also.
Oh, dude, that was a good high. Honestly, like Carabao
Yeah,
Cup and the Champions League. That was a good season. We probably won't top that,
yeah.
but I'll be very happy with like quarterfinals of Champions League maybe.
Actually, tell us about that. I want to know about I know it was Newcastle's first trophy, and I don't know how many years. I'm sure you know the number, but where did you watch that game? How did you celebrate? What was that moment like for
So
Newcastle fans?
I was right here. I was in Bangalore, and a lot of Newcastle fans from all over India had come down here. We hosted a screening, and so there was probably like 20 of us. And dude, it was wild.
Mhm.
The celebrations were wild. There's a video actually, like where I just fall down and start crying and stuff. It was very emotional stuff,
Yeah,
but dude, like amazing feeling, honestly.
Nah, man,
Something
yeah.
that
goosebumps,
I thought we'd never see
goosebumps.
in our lifetimes, man. It was brilliant.
Well, I remember your story was just of you crying, of you chugging that beer and crying. I was like, yo, you're supposed to pee after drinking that beer, not cry.
Yeah.
But like credit to you guys, like you and Akika, both Liverpool fans, you were the first ones to congratulate me and say how happy you were for me and stuff. So I respect that too.
And we got fucking smacked that game,
Yeah.
But we were playing some shit football, again, when you look back, the fag end of the last season was kind of like how we are playing right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And again, that was a
Do you see
great
that as
moment.
a pattern though? Like, is that a problem with Slot?
See, I generally think that last year his issue was he wasn't mixing up with his team. He was playing the exact same 11 all the bloody time. And what had happened was we had the Carabao Cup and then we had PSG in midweek, and he played the exact same lineup for at least 4 games in a row. He played the same lineup, and he also came out and said that he's not being pragmatic with his squad. He's not using his squad the right way or the optimum way because he's just playing the exact same players every time. For example, Gravenberg played more than 44 games or 45 games, and how are you playing Gravenberg for 45, 46 games? He's obviously going to run out. And that's what happened to him last season. And I'm scared that it might happen to him this season too. But
Right.
I'm seeing a change. I'm generally seeing a change where he's finally tinkering a little bit with his lineup, which is a good change. But you cannot be tinkering so much because you have Isak and Wirtz who are new to the team. You need them to play a lot more. So, and again, Isak didn't have a preseason. So it's again boils down to form, right? And at the moment, none of our, except for Gakpo, even though I think he pisses me off a little bit, but except for Gakpo and Ekitike, I don't think the others are in form at all. And that's the cause for concern.
But like
Yeah.
touching on
Hopefully that
Ekitike,
continues.
like I think he had a really good game for France as well. He's looking really good. So where do you see him fitting in with Isaac? Like, is there a dilemma there, and how would that play out?
Bro, see, I think even the Chelsea game, if you watch the Chelsea game and when he came on, when he came on for Isak, and what I love about Ekitike is that he moves around. He moves around a lot more than Isak. He drops in deep, and he drops into the left side and the right side. Obviously, when Salah's there, he doesn't drop in on the left hand side, but he's always on the Gakpo side, where you can see the first touch coming in and he lets the play go in so nicely for the others. You can see the runs from the midfielders going in behind because he's dropping in, which Isak is not doing because you can see it that he's not fully fit. But I genuinely believe that, we would potentially have Ekitike in the upcoming games. You'll see him play left wing too, or we could potentially have Ekitike playing up front and Isak playing left wing. You can potentially do that because, bro, I am just sick and tired of Gakpo cutting in on his right. Like, for the love of God, pass the ball to bloody Robertson or Kirkes. They're right there. They're overlapping every fucking time. And it's not, I think every Liverpool fan is just supremely frustrated, even though he does his job. It's just that it's just so frustrating to see because I can just defend him because I know he's going to cut right every time. You know what I mean, right? So, yeah, Ekitike left wing and Isak center forward could be a plan. But again, I see Ekitike playing center, and that's the dilemma I think you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Isak also can play through the left, but we've signed him to score goals. We paid 125 million. So let's see what Slot does. But according to me, Isak center forward, Ekitike left wing, and Mo Salah right wing. But if Mo Salah plays like this, I'll get that Rio guy in only, man. No, I'm kidding. I love Mo Salah. Mo Salah can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. Should we move into some of the other fixtures this week? Quickly discuss some of the other big hitters. We've got Man City playing Everton. Jack Grealish returning to the Etihad. What have you made of City this season?
City have been like black and white actually. Like some games they're really good and some games they're so shit. But it's very refreshing to see Grealish play well, man. Honestly, I think he's enjoying his
Yeah.
football again. I think Kadak knows I'm a huge fan of Grealish. Like when he was at Villa, just like such a good player to watch. I'm just happy he's enjoying his football. He's playing well. I think it'll be a good game. And what a job Moyes has done. Like guys,
Yeah.
seriously.
He belongs there.
Yeah, it's everything has fallen perfectly for them. I feel this season they're doing really well.
Yeah. On Grealish, I feel like only while he was at City, people kind of disliked him, but he's such a likable character. So the moment he's left, he's back in everyone's good books now.
Right.
No, but also with Grealish, it's just that he gives that feeling of happiness whenever he plays
Yeah.
on the left side, and it was so refreshing to see him cut and get
Yeah.
past the player because he wasn't doing that in City, right?
Yeah.
So I still remember when he played in the first game for Everton, he cut past the player and the fans went, "Woo!" Because no one's seen it, and that's the Grealish
Yeah.
we all know, right? The Grealish we all know, counter-attacking football. He
Yeah,
passes
just
the ball to Grealish.
recycle the ball and
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? And also Everton have a solid team. It's not
yeah,
like they've bought well. They have NDI who's in the form of his
yeah,
life in the last six
flying.
to 7 months. They have Barry, they have Beto. I mean, Barry and Beto, they look alike. I'm sorry, but Beto is useless, but Barry is a little better. They have Tyler Dibbling, who's also a
Yeah.
great side. They have Bruceberry Hall, who's another great signing, who's hit the ball running. He's playing really well for Everton. And also in the
And
back,
don't forget
and
the number one tennis player in the world, Carlos Alcaraz. Sorry, I had to make that joke at least once.
but overall, I think they have a great squad, and
Yeah.
it's good to see. It's great to see Everton doing what they're doing, and obviously with Man City, like you mentioned, hot and cold. The Brentford game, I cannot believe Brentford didn't equalize.
Hmm.
Second half was horrendous. First half I think that's the best I've seen City play football this season in the first half against
Yeah.
Brentford. I think a Grealish homecoming, a Grealish goal would be beautiful.
It's just very
Yeah.
romantic, dude. I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, man.
I hope so.
I think I'm going to put a bet on Grealish to score.
Yeah. I think City are essentially just running on Haaland's form right now because he's very red hot,
Yeah.
scoring in every game,
And
scoring
Jordy,
braces.
he's been brilliant this season. I feel.
Yeah.
He's-
He's
I think
literally
he's
put the
gone a
entire
level
back
above
on
it.
the
That's
entire
even
team on his back.
possible.
Yeah. Let's move on
Oh,
to
man.
another team, which
Haaland.
is the team that beat you guys last week, Karak. I mean, 2 weeks ago, rather, because of international break. But Chelsea, a little bit of a revival. What's happening there?
I think again
Jordy, I'll
Chelsea
let you.
have
Yeah.
Chelsea have had somewhat of an inconsistent season. I couldn't believe what I was watching at the Man United game. Right, like one red card. What were those subs? Like honestly, like what was he thinking? Like, I think that's what overthinking does. Like that's the damage overthinking does. But they've looked decent for like the major part of the season, though. So
I blame
Yeah.
Pep again for the overthinking. I blame Pep. He was with
But
Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
generally, so many of these teams outside of, I'd say, maybe Arsenal and Liverpool, a lot of them have had so far very up and down seasons. I think Bournemouth have done really well. They're, I think, fourth or something.
Yeah.
But amongst like United, Newcastle,
Yeah.
Chelsea, City, all of them have blown hot and cold at some point or the other. So that's why the table is like changing every week. There's no consistency beyond second place.
Yeah.
Um, I think after maybe 6, 7 weeks, we sort of see how the table is forming. But there's another. I think I don't think this is an easy game for Arsenal, but Fulham away. It's a London derby. Yeah, go ahead, Karak.
But before we go on, we have to talk about Nottingham Forest. Come on, yeah. We
Yeah.
have to talk. We have to talk about Ange. Come on, Shiv. You got this. Shiv, I need that accent now.
I just met Ange at the airport, and he's like, "Yeah, I lost my job." So I think that's very soon going to happen. The way he's going and the way that Nottingham Forest owner behaves. So no, but like he really needs results, and he needs results ASAP. And Chelsea, I don't know, Chelsea playing Chelsea at home right now, not an easy fixture. I honestly don't see him getting any points in that game.
Yeah. Same.
No, but what do you think has gone wrong, Jordy, with Nottingham Forest? Because obviously, Shiv and I have had this discussion before, and I said it's a suicidal signing from Nottingham Forest. But what have you made of this?
I'm not sure what's gone wrong, to be honest. Like, how can at the back off the back of that season, like, how could you sack your manager? Like,
Yeah,
I'm not understanding what the whole issue was. I think he had a falling out with Edu, and that's where it all started. But it just makes no sense. Like, backing your director over your manager who's got you into Europe makes no sense to me. And even with the squad, right? I think they lost Elanga, and then who else? Gibbs White was supposed to go, but they somehow kept him. So the squad's almost the same, but there's just zero impact. I think the only player who's playing well is Elliot Anderson, Jordy Maradona.
yeah,
Yeah, but I'm not. Dude, they were so bad against us, and I think
Oh,
it was the most comfortable win for us, and
it
they were
was
yeah.
really
bad.
bad.
But I think Ange will. I think he'll keep his word. He'll win a trophy in the second season. I think he's going to win the championship next season. So he'll keep to his words, provided
Like
he
honestly,
stays in
the
his
way
job.
things are going, I can genuinely see them getting relegated, man. If they're really
Yeah,
poor, really poor.
yeah. Getting rid of Nuno was, I think, just catastrophic for them. And yeah, I don't see how they recover unless they get rid of him. Like this is
Yeah,
just. I mean, it's not working, and they're going to be at least they're headed towards a relegation battle right now. It's going to take a miracle to turn them around. I think generally even some of the lower half teams that have come up, Leeds are doing okay, Sunderland is doing all right. Burnley, not so much, but the other two are doing all right. So there could be a real fight there between Wolves and Forest and maybe West Ham also. So you could see some of the traditional teams going down. You never know. But yeah,
yeah, you never
Ange
know.
needs to fix up. Let's see what happens.
Shiv, before you move on, who do you think is going to beat the 007 allegations? Words or Ange?
Well, I don't. We'll see what happens this weekend, and then I'll take my decision. But let's move to Craven Cottage. We've got the Gunners visiting Craven Cottage. Not an easy game, I think. Marco Silva always a tough opponent. Do you see Arsenal getting any points there, Jordy?
Yeah, I think Fulham troubled Arsenal 2 seasons ago. I think they got a win and a draw. I can see them troubling Arsenal, but Arsenal are very well set up this season, man. They're not conceding goals, right? So,
Yeah,
I mean, there's a chance they can get a draw, home advantage and all of that, but it'll be a good game though. Fulham always give a tough fight to Arsenal.
yeah.
No, so I
Karak, how do
think
you see that going? Yeah,
Arsenal's squad is just looking too juicy there, and Saka is again, he's back in form. If he just keeps himself fit for at least 3 months, I think Arsenal are just going to steamroll majority of the opponents. And yeah, Fulham, obviously Marcus Silva, it's a decent start. I wouldn't call it a great start, but then he's playing with absolutely nothing. Like, they spent around 30 million in the
yeah,
transfer market. No funds to even purchase any players, and I think the modern era also has a lot to do with spending on players. I think as a Liverpool fan, I've seen that, we've obviously this season we've spent, but then if you look at the Klopp era, we've hardly spent a lot. And if you don't spend, I think the other clubs will just take you for a ride. Credit to Marcus Silva. I think he's had his guns sticking to him. Like, he's set up really well. Iwobi is in a good form. He has this Josh King, this 18-year-old. He's looking very, very good. Decent depth up front. But again, if they could do with some signings in the middle, because that's where I see them falling out in the game. And with Arsenal, I think they're gonna win 2-1 is my prediction. But yeah, man, Arsenal look well set, and I just don't see them
Yeah.
dropping points. What about you, Shivers?
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, beating Newcastle at St. James's Park was a big result. Tough place to go always. And they've sort of struggled in that fixture for the last few seasons also. So to get that big result was huge. I think the international break maybe came at the wrong time for them because they were had some momentum going. So hopefully that works adversely and maybe that momentum gets stopped a little bit. But yeah, honestly, I think it'll be another. I don't think it'll be a great game. I think it'll be a 1-0. Again, they'll
Yeah.
just score from a set piece, something like that. Be very compact at the back. I don't really enjoy watching Arsenal, to be honest. Even though I want them to
Yeah.
win
Same.
at the end, because I want you boys to win, but it's just never fun watching Arsenal. Um, but yeah, I think that's a wrap of essentially the fixtures. But before we go into our tiki taka tour, Jordy, I want to ask you what your prediction is for the big Liverpool United game. Score prediction.
I'm going 2-0 Liverpool.
Damn, we're not going to score against that shaky defense.
I think because of the rumor I heard that Sesko's injured,
Yeah.
we'll wait and see.
I think it's going to be 3-1 United, 3-1 to Liverpool. I see us.
Was that a Freudian
I
slip?
see us. I see us scoring three. I see Salah on the board. Salah loves playing against United. So I see Salah scoring for sure. And yeah, hopefully Wirtz or Isak get on the board. It'll be good. It'll be nice to win and get the season flowing again. And also, yeah, it's going to be a good game. Excited. What about you, Shivers?
Mm. The one from the heart is we'll get a 1-1 draw. But honestly, I think we will lose probably 2-1. I think it'll be a close game. I think we will put up a fight, but I think you will have a little bit too much for us, and I think we probably will lose. But I'm hoping for a 1-1 draw I'll take right now. But likelihood is a 2-1 win for you guys. Yeah.
I think we
So
missed out
should
on the
we?
tastiest game of the week, by the way.
Which one?
Palace versus Bournemouth.
Oh
Palace,
yeah,
I
Bournemouth.
think that'd be a bit of a game, man, honestly.
Yeah,
yeah.
Palace,
Those two
Bournemouth is going
teams
to
are
be a
flying.
cracker. Glasgow.
Yeah. And it's so good to watch them as well, like
Yeah,
progressive football.
Also,
yeah.
I
A
think we
team
can we
that
can we can touch on. Go on,
yeah.
Shiv.
I was just saying a team that plays the 3-4-3 really well in with Glasner and his little formation. Maybe a blueprint for what maybe Amarim can do. No, but even Bournemouth, a player I've been a big fan of, especially because he's been on my fantasy team, is Semenyo. And just
Yeah.
every game, it's just the fluidity and the freedom with which he plays is just always a joy to watch. And yeah, they've been flying this season. They were competitive against Liverpool. They're knocking off some of the smaller teams pretty easily. And yeah, both just fun teams to watch. I think Palace were a little unlucky, not unlucky, but Everton stole that game from them right at the end, uh, right before the break. But even then, they've also had a flying start. What have you made of their season so far?
I think
Uh,
Palace should have beaten Everton, honestly. Should have been 4 up in the first half, just missing chance after
Yeah,
chance. But yeah, that run had to come to an end at some point.
yeah,
But yeah, both of them have had great starts to the season. I think they're doing really well. I love watching both of them play because it's very entertaining football. So it'll be a good game.
yeah,
no, I think even me. I think Iriola again. What a fantastic job. 4 out of his 5 at the defensive line were sold. New keeper, 2 center backs, new left back, and he's just stuck to his guns again. Like he's playing that fluid football. I'm a huge fan of Evanilson. I think he's a great striker. I'm also a huge fan of Semenyo. What was that goal? Like, just on the left-hand side, nutmeg that keeper. I was like, yo, listen,
Yeah.
shut up. Like,
Yeah.
that's just, and he's in the form of his life. And,
Yeah.
just a rumor mill, in the rumor mill, I read that, he could potentially be coming into Liverpool,
Oh,
and he has
shut
a
up,
release
man.
clause.
How many more do you want?
But guess what? Guess who? Guess who signed him at Bournemouth, and guess who signed that new contract with when he was in when he signed that contract? Guess who sorted the brokered the deal for Bournemouth? You know who that was?
Please enlighten us.
He's a Liverpool boy now. His name is Richard Hughes. If one man knows his release clause fee, it's only him. It's going to be exciting to see. And also another African to come in will be nice.
Yeah. To replace
It's
Salah.
going to be It's going to be a cracker of a game. I'm going to go for a 2-all draw. That's my prediction for that game. What about you, Shivers? What do you make of the game and what are your predictions?
I think Bournemouth's going to win that game. I just have where are they playing? Is that at Vitality or at
It's,
where's that
It's
game
a
it's a
playing?
Selhurst.
seller,
Yeah.
seller's park.
Sellers Park. Okay, then maybe I might switch up. I'll go for no. I'll stick with the Bournemouth 2-1 win. I just have a feeling Semenyo's red hot form is going to continue, and yeah, I think they're going to win that game. What about you, Jordy?
I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. Tasty game. 1-1 draw.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think that and probably the Liverpool United game are the pick of the fixtures. I think Brighton Newcastle is not a bad game. Also, you
Oh,
guys going all the way to Amex, but
that's one of the fixtures I dread every season because we never play well in that game, especially away. We never play well at Brighton. It's one of the most boring games of every season for me because somehow, the two teams we don't show up against are Bournemouth and Brighton.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you guys actually need some points right now. You guys are what,
Yeah.
11th, one place
Yeah.
behind the mighty Red. So if we are in a crisis, you can also be in a crisis.
Yeah, man. Like, I think we'll break the duck. I think we'll get a win this time. Brighton look shaky. I think we should do well.
Yeah. So what's your prediction? What's your score prediction for that game, Jordy?
I think a narrow 1-0.
Oh,
Karak, you?
I'll go for a juicy 3-2. Newcastle win.
I think beating Brighton at Amex is never easy. So I'll go for a 1-all draw.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, it's been a boring game off late in the past few seasons. So I think that trend may continue, and I think a 1-all draw will be the scoreline there. But should we move on to a little game? I think we can do the same way we did last time when we had Rishabh on. Maybe so once me and Jordy will be on a team, once me and Karak, and then Karak and Jordy will be on a team. So each of us would play individually once.
Perfect.
All right. So you'll have to do the
Perfect.
screen
I'm
sharing
gonna share my
business.
screen. Bro, should I just play? Okay, I'll just play same screen. Okay, done. Let's do.
Yeah, and do play against a friend and just send me the little code.
Oh, okay, you want to do play against a friend? Okay, give me a second, sir. We're doing a best of 3. We'll do Premier League, yeah.
Yeah.
Premier League. Dun dun. Jordy, this game is quite simple. It's not that hard. Give me a second. Okay.
Karak, we need to put on a better performance compared to last time.
But let's not even go there. Jordy, if you watched my performance last time out, you'd literally be like, listen, Mohit, I disown you. You shouldn't watch football anymore. and
Okay,
and
let's
if you watch,
see today.
once again, I'm just gonna put my screen. Where
I
are
think
you, my
skip the
friend?
first one, buddy. We will
Okay.
never get anything here. Skip the first one.
No, we can try. What say? Let's try.
Okay.
Or should I skip it?
I think this is we can try. We can try, but if you want a shorter game, I think we'll have to skip this one.
Okay, what we'll do is we'll try. We'll give it like a minute or two, and then we'll see if we can't do it. Then we can't do it.
Okay, done. So
Right.
what teams do you want to do for this one?
So we'll do Jordy versus Jordy and I versus you.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
Okay, so
who's
we'll start. You start. Okay.
All right. I will go.
Start. Yeah.
Okay, I know this flair definitely works. I'm gonna go for a boy. Victor Moses.
Oh. Do you want to do Jordy? Do you want to do Asia? Do you want to do Park Ji Song?
Yeah, Park Ji Song. Easy.
Easy. Let's start off easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Let's go, Jordy.
I'm going to go bang in the middle. The obvious choice. Probably going to score this
Oh.
weekend also.
Okay, Jordy, what do we do now? We need to go Leeds and USA League. We can do Brendan Aronson. Has he ever played there? No, he hasn't.
Sure.
USA League. What about Tyler Adams? No, he's in. He was in Leeds, right? Oh, he's a Bournemouth player. Shikes. Hmm. Mm-mm. Who do you think?
Wait, I'm pretty sure Leeds had one more USA player.
Wait, who's that guy? 1 second.
Wait, Harrison plays in MLS right now, right? And he used to play for Leeds.
Harrison plays for Everton now.
But I'm pretty sure.
You want to go?
Yeah. Pretty sure he played in it.
Oh,
Oh,
what a
okay.
guess, sir. Let's go, sir.
Not guess, brother. That is ball knowledge, my friend.
Yeah,
What should
ball
I go?
knowledge.
Premier League winner. This should go. This should work. All right.
Now
Frankie
we need
Lampard.
Leeds and Karak bail us out.
Oh, he's gone there.
Leeds.
Leeds, Nigeria. You know who I was thinking? I was thinking Wilfred Nyotto, but he's Italian.
Damn. Wait, let me
Yeah.
think. Let me think.
Dude, Leeds, Nigeria. Wait, once again. Obafemi Martins?
Is he Nigerian?
He's in Newcastle, ex-Newcastle.
Yeah.
Did he play for Leeds though?
We have 3 seconds.
I think we've lost this.
We've lost this, yeah.
Bro, I don't know myself. So I'm going to try your guess. I'm going to literally try your guess. Obafemi, I don't
Can
think
we-
he played for them.
Can we do Leeds Asia, Karak?
No, it's not.
Yeah, we can do Leeds Asia. We can do Leeds Asia. We can do this guy, man. Oh, Asia. Wait 1 second. Bro, they have this guy, no? They have this dude, that Korean dude. Wait, that Kim played for Swansea.
Yeah. And
He
Newcastle.
and Newcastle. Wait 1 second. Japan. Who's that number 5? Starch. Where did he play? Anton Starch. He's not from. And who's that guy? This season, man, they have this guy, man.
Wait, Oceania is like Australia also, right?
Yeah.
Viduka.
Viduka. Bro, that's bro. Bro, listen. Talk to me.
Ball knowledge.
Shivers, talk to me, baby. Talk to me right now.
Yeah, but none of us know the finishing piece of this puzzle.
Now Leeds and Nigeria, man.
Nigeria.
Leeds, Nigeria. Wait, let me think. Let me think of the Nigerians I know.
Who was it? Leeds, Nigerian. There.
Is Yakubu Nigerian, Karak?
Yakubu. Bro, he looks Nigerian.
Bro, I'm going to steal all your guesses if you'll give it to me on my turn. But Yakubu. That's some randoms, bro. I'm just thinking of the Nigerian, the team in general, and
Bro,
nothing is
I'm
coming
also
to my
thinking
mind.
of some good.
I'm blanking. It's your turn. If we don't get it this turn, should we call it?
Yeah, we'll
'Cause
call it.
I'm clueless.
Bro, what about JJ Okocha? He's played for Bolton. Where else has he played?
Brother, it
I'm
says
going to
Nigeria.
look it up in the meantime.
Oh,
Nigeria and Leeds.
sorry, mate. Nigeria.
I genuinely have no idea, like Nigeria and Leeds.
I'm Googling it now
Did you
since
try
I called it, so you
Did you
guys
try
have one
Obafemi
last guess.
Martins?
Yeah, I tried. It's not there.
Bro, tell me some good Nigerian. Tell me a Nigerian player you know, Ashish.
Not even sure.
Pepe is Ivory Coast.
I'll give you
Okay,
a clue.
fuck it.
I'll give you one clue. A player who joined them in 2025.
Oh, Leeds.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a winger.
Lucas Anmecha.
Oh,
Is he
what?
German?
No, it says he plays for Nigeria. So there's
Interesting. Okay, just go through with it. Skip it and we'll end it. We'll put it as a draw.
no.
Yeah.
This is a draw, yeah. I think
Yeah.
you can end.
Just skip it and then we can end it.
I've left the game. You're gonna have to send me a new link. So just close this and
Shots up,
restart.
fam. Okay, I'm sending the next one. Give me a second.
English. You turn that ad off, buddy.
Okay, next. So what are the teams like, Shiv?
So let's do me and you versus Jordy?
Jordy. Okay, we start, huh?
Yeah. So I'll play for Jordy, as in I'll put in the names for Jordy. You can put it in for us.
Okay, done. So Shivas, Brighton, Argentina. I know one guy, man.
McAllister. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, baby. I've already put that in.
All right, Jordy.
Okay,
It's on you.
I will do Brentford and Denmark. Ericsson. Ericsson played for Brentford, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Ooh, crazy. Bro, I'm
Okay.
doing Brighton, Brazil, João Pedro.
Yes, sir.
Bro, just give it to me, sir. Give it to me right now, bro. You know, my ball knowledge here. You know what I'm saying, fam?
He's gonna cut us off now. Karak
I
is
need to
redeeming
do
himself from last time.
Brighton, Denmark. Okay. Wait, let me think.
Shit. Brentford, Brighton,
Bye.
Denmark.
Brighton are so boring that my Brighton knowledge is not that great.
Brighton, Denmark. I'm blanking, bro.
Yeah.
I know Dutch players, but I
No, man.
can't think of any Danish ones. You want to have a guess? You want to try?
I'll just go with what I know. West Ham, Brazil, Paqueta.
Okay, we'll
Can
skip it.
just
I'm skipping it here. Give me a second.
yeah, then I'll put it in.
Banking
Okay,
on you
Karak,
guys not knowing as
do you
well.
have one?
Bro, do I look like I have one? I know. We can do this. You know, we can do. Okay, it's pointless doing Brentford, Brazil also at the moment because he's already covered that aspect of it. Let's do West Ham, Argentina.
Yeah. Zabaleta?
So, oh, bro, take
Oh,
it
that's
easy,
nice.
bro. Whew. For shivers. Stop it, darling.
For Argentina, my goodness.
Brentford, Argentina. Come on, there should be
Brentford.
someone. Is that guy from Argentina?
I'm also thinking, man. Brentford, Argentina. Bro, I have no idea. I have zero idea.
I have one, but I don't think he does he play at Brentford. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Brazil,
10 seconds, bro,
Brentford.
Jordy.
I am literally clueless.
Yeah, this is
Brentford.
a tough one, man.
Yeah.
Where's your
Bro,
boy
let's
Fabio
just focus
Carvalho
on
from?
He's from bloody
Portugal,
Portugal,
right?
man.
He's Portuguese, my bad.
Yeah.
Kevin Scott is basically from Igor Thiago is from Brazil. Uh, let's look at Brighton versus Denmark. What is that midfield at the moment? They have Carlos Baleba. Where's that from? Baleba is from Colombia, I'm guessing.
Where's that
Yeah, like
Gruda from?
some
Gruda is from Germany, I think. Or looks Germany. Yeah, Gruda Stuttgart. Bro, I cannot believe you don't know this.
Pascal Gross was German, right?
Pascal Gross is German.
yeah, he's German.
Van Hecker, I'm
Tell
guessing,
me
is
some.
Dutch. Where's
Tell me
that
some
Veltman from?
Denmark.
Veltman.
Veltman also is Dutch only, but we'll
Netherlands.
try.
Should we
Shit.
try? Should we try Gruda? I think
Yeah, we'll
Gruda.
try. Try. Just skip and we'll try.
Do you have one? Do you have one last guess for any Jordy?
No idea, man, honestly. I'm trying to
Okay,
think.
skip. Then we try Gruda.
You have to
Otherwise,
skip, mate.
yeah. Okay, skip. Try Gruda. Otherwise, we'll call it a draw.
It's done, bro. It's not.
No idea. Yeah, bro.
Last one. So
Lower teams is tough, bro.
bro,
Yeah,
we're doing pretty well though. I feel like we're doing pretty well.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're
decent.
getting the ones we should at least. There's no embarrassments like Dorgo.
I'm gonna go again for one more round because I think this also
Yeah.
is a draw. And obviously,
Yeah,
don't just can't. Can you finish it as a draw? Just skip your turn.
I said request draw. Yeah, you can end it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Born in the
Okay, it's
2000s.
Jordy Shiv. It's Jordy Shiv versus me. Okay.
Who starts?
I start.
No, we start.
You
So
start.
it
You
says
start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we do quite a few things we can? Should I go Villa, South America?
Mm.
Should I go for Liverpool legend, Felipe Coutinho?
Stuff.
Good stuff, mate. I'm very happy for you, mate. So it's my turn now. I'm gonna go with let's do this.
Born.
South America, Fulham. Set. Okay. Let me just take it easy now. Okay, let me take it easy. Let me get one on board at least right now. You feel me, guys? Bro, what's that daddy's name, man?
There's a lot
Good
of
luck.
baddies there. It's definitely in Gareth, I'll tell you that. Yeah, that
Listen,
should work. Yeah.
Morgan Rogers, mate. Come on.
I think we should do
Alright.
Fulham and 2000s. Josh King.
Let's do that.
Yeah, you guys are fucking me now. Huh? I have no idea. Everton, Bournemouth, they. Okay, thank God I didn't swear there, mate. Ah. Oh, who's that Brazilian forward, man, who played for Fulham? Keep forgetting his name. But anyway. Do you guys have Everton, Bournemouth?
I'm trying to
Maybe.
think.
Everton,
Everton,
Bournemouth. Fuck's sake, mate. What? Let's keep it simple. Fulham, South American. Jordy, you like this pick, mate. Hey, Brian Ruiz played, right?
I think he's
He's
in
Costa Rican.
Costa Rica is not considered South America, my friend. Yeah. Okay. So, do you have an Everton
We do
Bournemouth,
Fulham
Jordy?
South America. Should we do Fulham South America?
Yeah, you have one. Wait, he doesn't have one, so we can be tactical because I know Everton South America. Yeah.
I also know Fulham, South America. It's pretty obvious.
I don't know if you're double bluffing us, but okay, what do we go for? We'll have a two-way if we go for
We'll
Fulham South America.
let's let's try Everton Bournemouth only. I'm trying to think, man. I can picture his face, but can't recollect his name.
Same, bro. I exactly know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I'm just gonna type his name out.
Should we got skipped? Your turn.
My turn, lovely. Boys, how can I even waste my time? Sure.
Oh, United legend.
Do you have any Everton Bournemouth?
No, not at the top of my head. I'm trying to think. He's definitely gone from Everton to Bournemouth this play. I don't see it going the other way. Defenders. I think an attacking player. Goalkeepers. Has Begovic played for both? I think Begovic has played for Everton.
Do you want to take a guess?
Should I try
That's a
Begovic?
solid guess, huh?
I know he's played for Bournemouth. I don't know if he's played for.
played-
Yeah,
Oh,
come
Liverpool.
on.
Let's go.
Total guess that was. I knew he played for Bournemouth, but I wasn't sure about Everton.
The other guess I wanted to try was the other Joshua King. Did he play for Everton?
Yeah,
I
he
can't
definitely played
recollect.
for Bournemouth. He was at United earlier,
Yeah.
but good game, Karak.
guys, guys,
Karak is on a losing
must
streak
say,
at
you
tic
know,
tac toe.
guys, I must say, it was a great performance from my brain, but I just thought, unfortunate that whenever I play this game, I always lose when I play alone.
But I'm glad we at least completed one game like last time. So we were only able to complete one game. But tough. You didn't get any of the big six, I think, in any of these games, which is a little harder for us. But we managed to complete one game. Some ball knowledge was showed compared to last time. But Jordy, it's been great fun. Thank you so much for coming on. We wish you and
Thank you
Newcastle
guys for having me.
a great rest of the season. But if you want to plug any of your channels and your work, please do. And guys, just
Sorry, I just
follow his.
lost you for a second then.
I said, please plug your channel and your Instagram page or YouTube or whatever you've been working on, so people can know where to find you.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. This was fun.
Yeah. Just mention your
Cheers,
channel again for
cheers,
us, and
George.
we'll also make sure to put it in the link below.
Yeah,
The stuff that
so
you're working.
you can follow me on at Ashish Balaji, and you can follow the channel on the Community League.
Okay, perfect. But yeah, that's been episode
Perfect,
10 of the
Jordy.
Clutch Report. Go ahead.
Perfect, Jordy. It was an absolute pleasure having you here, and great fun. And all the best to Newcastle, and all the best to United this Sunday, because we're gonna whoop you,
Yeah.
brother Shivers. I
Oh,
cannot
let's see,
wait.
Let's see. I'm a little nervous, but I'm always up for this game, and hopefully Ambrose boys are up for this game. We will be back on Monday, but look out for our game reactions on Sunday on Instagram as well. We're going to do a little bit of post-match reaction on Instagram, so make sure to check that out, and we will catch you with the full lowdown of this week's action on Monday. See you guys.
Shaba Kareem.
See you.